FC Zürich.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
You might be thinking,
FC Zürich.
exactly, why them?
Yeah.
Well, their story is actually pretty fascinating.
It is, yeah.
We've got their Wikipedia page here.
Oh, wow.
And by the end of this deep dive, we're going to uncover what makes FC Zürich tick.
Yeah, like what makes them so...
Their, their struggles, their triumphs, why they're worth knowing.
Yeah, especially for football fans.
Right. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's go all the way back to 1896.
Way back.
Their founding year. You wouldn't normally associate football with, teenage rebellion, but that's kind of how FC Zürich came to be.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I am intrigued.
It was a merger of members from FC Excelsior
Okay.
and FC Turkum.
Wow.
Young guys who were obviously super passionate about football to, strike out on their own.
That's pretty cool.
And get this.
What?
One of the founders was Hans Gamper,
Hans Gamper, okay.
who later founded, wait for it,
Yeah.
FC Barcelona. Whoa. So there's a connection there.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder if any of that Barcelona,
Yeah, that style.
DNA, like that beautiful attacking football,
Mm.
made its way into, FC Zurich's philosophy back then.
That's a good question.
That's a fun thing to think about,
Yeah, definitely.
Their early years were a little bit crazy in terms of their colors.
Oh, that was great.
Blue and white, then red and white, then back to blue and white in 1909.
So they just couldn't decide.
I know. It's like they were, just testing things out.
Yeah, finding their look.
Yeah, exactly.
There.
And they won their first Swiss championship in 1902
Okay.
and another one in 1924.
Wow, so they started strong.
Yeah, but here's where it gets
Interesting.
yeah. They weren't always just a football club.
Oh, is that right?
Up until the 1930s, they were involved in rowing, boxing,
Wow, really?
even handball.
Multi-sport?
Yeah, it was like this multi-sport club, which was
Yeah, that was common back then.
common back then.
Yeah.
But then financial troubles in 1934 kind of forced them to specialize,
Oh, so they had to make a choice.
Yeah, they had to choose.
Okay.
Focus on football or risk fading away completely.
Mm-hmm. That's a tough one.
And this actually led to the creation of other Zurich sports clubs, like LC Zurich for athletics.
Oh, wow. So it had a ripple effect.
Talk about a ripple effect.
Yeah.
It makes you think about the unintended consequences,
Yeah, definitely.
Would they have had the same success if they hadn't?
If they hadn't gone all in on football.
Exactly. And speaking of success, their golden era was from 1960 to 1981.
Oh, wow. So a solid 20 years.
They became a real force both domestically and in Europe.
This is when things get really good.
I know. This is where it gets juicy.
Okay.
They won, under President Edwin Nageli,
Edwin Nageli. Okay.
7 Swiss championship titles and 5 Swiss Cup titles.
That's dominance.
I know. That's crazy.
Especially for a smaller footballing nation.
Right. And they weren't just, winning. They were winning with style.
Yeah, they had some flair.
Klaus Sturmer,
Okay.
Jakob Kuhn, Fritz Kunzli. These were the guys who helped them reach the semifinals of the European Cup.
Oh, wow.
Not once, but twice.
Twice.
In 1964 against Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, wow.
And again in 1977 against Liverpool.
Liverpool, wow, that's huge.
Think about it. This is when European football was
At its peak.
it was so competitive.
Yeah.
These weren't just wins, they were statements. Hey,
We're here.
we're FC Zurich and we can hang with the best.
Yeah, they were making a statement.
And their tactical approach, we should talk about that.
Yeah, what was their style like?
They were known for their disciplined defense
Okay.
and really quick
That's
counterattacks.
so very strategic.
I know, which clearly worked against some of the giants.
Yeah, it clearly did.
So it makes you think, was it a product of their era
Mhm.
or were they genuinely ahead of their time tactically?
That's a good question, yeah.
Something to think about, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
But as with all good things, this golden era came to an end.
Oh.
After 1981, it was a bit of a roller coaster.
Oh, no.
They even got relegated to the National League of B,
Oh, wow. So that's
the second tier.
a lower division.
It must have been tough for the fans, to see your team
Who had been at the top.
at the top now battling it out in a lower division.
Yeah, that's got to be tough.
But they didn't crumble.
Good.
They fought back. They earned promotion back to the top league in the 1989-90 season.
Okay.
And they even made it to the round of 16 in the UEFA Cup in 1998.
Oh, wow.
which is the tournament that became the Europa League.
Okay, right.
So even during those less glamorous years,
Yeah.
we're still capable of
those moments.
yeah, moments of brilliance.
Yeah.
And they also won 2 more Swiss Cup titles,
Oh, wow. Okay.
showing that even when they weren't dominating the league, they were still a team to watch.
The force to be reckoned with.
So from underdog beginnings to like dominant periods and then this roller coaster, FC Zurich's story is anything but predictable.
It's a wild ride.
I know, but what's amazing is they never lost sight of who they were.
Yeah, they stuck to their roots.
They always seem to adapt, to evolve, and like come back stronger.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
And then their story takes a dramatic turn in 2005, what some people call their modern renaissance.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, and this period is all about comebacks and surprises.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Hit me with it.
Let's go. So this modern Renaissance period for FC Zurich, it's all about those dramatic comebacks and surprises.
It is.
Like proving that even in the modern era of football, they can
Mhm.
still, deliver those moments.
Yeah, those clutch moments.
Exactly. And a lot of it has to do with their ability to adapt.
Yeah.
They weren't stuck in the past. They were
Right, they weren't clinging to...
those glory days of the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, exactly.
They were willing to evolve, to try new things, to rebuild.
To kind of reinvent themselves.
Okay, so let's fast forward to 2006.
Okay, 2006.
Final match of the season.
Right.
They're facing their rivals, FC Basel.
Oh, the tension.
It all comes down to this, right?
All on the line.
And in the 93rd minute,
Oh, wow.
talk about a nail-biter,
Stoppage time, basically.
Julian Filipescu scores the winning goal.
No way.
They secure their 10th championship title.
Wow. What a moment.
It was their first championship in 25 years.
25 years. That's huge.
Can you imagine the scenes in Zurich that night?
Oh, I bet it was wild.
And what's amazing is they didn't just win, they did it against their rivals.
Yeah, that makes it even sweeter.
On their rivals' turf,
Ouch.
in the dying minutes of the game.
Talk about a storybook ending.
I know.
Unbelievable.
But the story doesn't end there.
It doesn't.
The following year, 2007,
Okay.
they did it again.
Back to back.
Their 11th championship title.
They were on a roll.
It was a tight race with Basel going down to the wire, but they pulled it off.
They proved it wasn't a fluke.
Exactly. They were back on top. And they weren't afraid to go head-to-head with their rivals.
No, they embraced it.
And let's not forget their more recent triumphs.
Right. They kept it going.
Swiss Cup wins in 2014, 2016, and 2018.
Good.
And then, of course, that unexpected championship victory in 2022.
Wow. So they've had quite a run.
I know. It's a reminder that success in football isn't always about
The big names.
the biggest names or the most money.
Right.
It's about having that right mix
The right chemistry.
of talent, strategy,
Yeah.
and that intangible something
Yeah, that X factor.
that makes a team click.
Absolutely.
So speaking of the Korean squad, let's take a look at who's wearing the FC Zurich jersey these days.
Yeah, who are the key players?
They've got a good mix of experienced players
Okay.
and young talent,
It's a good sign.
which is always a good sign for a club,
Looking to the future.
Yeah. In goal, they've got Ivko Kostadinovic,
Okay. Familiar name.
who's been really solid for them.
Yeah.
And they've also got Yannick Breacher, the Swiss international.
Okay.
So that's a pretty strong duo between the posts.
Yeah, for sure.
In defense, they've brought in Nemanja Tosic from Serbia
Call
and Mariano Gomez from Argentina.
Interesting.
Both bring experience from top leagues, so that should help solidify their backline.
Yeah, some good additions there.
And in the midfield, that's where the magic happens, right?
That's right, the engine room.
Antonio Marchesano.
Marchesano, yeah, he's a good player.
He's key for them, known for his vision and passing.
He can create chances.
And they've got some really exciting young players coming through.
Oh, like who?
Javea Sawa
Okay.
and Nevio de Justo,
Interesting.
both products of their youth academy.
So their academy's paying off.
It is.
That's great.
And up front,
All right.
Jonathan Okita,
I've heard of him.
proven goal scorer.
Yep.
And they've also got Daniel Afri,
Afri. Okay.
young Ghanaian forward with a lot of potential.
Lots of potential.
So a really good blend of experience and youth.
Yeah, good balance.
But even the best players need the right guidance.
That's true.
FC Zurich has a new head coach, Ricardo Moniz.
Moniz. Okay.
Came in back in April 2024.
So relatively new.
What's his style like?
Well, he's known for his attacking style.
Attacking.
Yeah, he likes his teams to press high, play with intensity,
Okay.
create chances.
So it'll be exciting to watch.
It should be, yeah.
A bit of a departure from their
They're more defensive.
defensive style.
Yeah, a more conservative approach.
So a change in philosophy, which could be really interesting.
It could revitalize the team.
They'll be playing their home matches at the Letzigrund Stadium,
Let's a grunt, okay.
which they share with their city rivals, Grasshopper Club Zurich.
Oh, right.
Oh, the Zürcher Derby.
Those matches are always a spectacle.
I know. More than just a football game.
Yeah, it's about bragging rights.
It's about local pride, you know?
The whole city's buzzing.
And it's not just the Derby.
Right.
Their matches against FC Basel are also
Heated,
super intense.
high stakes.
These rivalries,
Yeah, whether they're local,
local or national,
add another dimension.
they really add another layer of excitement to the season.
Absolutely, yeah.
And speaking of the future, there's talk of a new stadium.
Oh, really? A new stadium. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Where would it be?
Plans for a new stadium to be built on the site of the old Hardterm Stadium.
Hard term, okay.
It would be a dedicated football stadium shared with Grasshopper Club.
Oh, wow. So both rivals under one roof.
A huge step forward for both clubs.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, a new stadium.
Yeah, it can be a real catalyst.
It can really revitalize a club, give them a fresh start.
Yeah, exactly. A new era.
Boost their finances.
Attract new fans.
Attract new fans.
A new home.
Exactly. It's a symbol of their ambition.
Mm-hmm. Their commitment.
Their commitment to the future.
Yeah, they're not messing around.
A statement that FC Zurich are here to stay.
Here to compete.
To compete, to win.
To win, yeah.
Okay, so we've covered their recent successes, the current squad, the new coach, the stadium situation.
Yeah, a lot of ground.
But let's not forget the people who make this club tick.
The fans.
The supporters.
The supporters, the ones who are there through thick and thin.
Right, the heartbeat of the club.
FC Zurich has a really dedicated and passionate fan base.
They do.
And they're organized into these like various supporter groups,
Interesting.
each with their own like unique way of contributing to the club.
Okay, tell me more.
Let's start with the Supporter Vereinigung.
Supporter Vereinigung.
They were founded back in 1960.
Wow, so they've seen it all.
They've seen it all.
The ups and downs.
They're more than just a fan club.
Yeah, they're like an institution.
They're an institution.
Yeah.
They have their own clubhouse. They organize events.
Wow.
They engage with the club's management.
Okay.
They're a strong voice for the fans.
They have real influence. They're a vital part of the FC Zurich family.
I see, yeah.
Then you've got the FCZ 1000er Club.
The 1000er Club. Okay.
What makes them unique?
Yeah, what's their thing?
They combine their love for football with business networking.
Oh, interesting.
It's a platform for people to connect, to build relationships, and to support the club,
Okay.
especially their youth academy.
Oh, that's great.
So it's not just about being a fan.
Right.
It's about, leveraging that passion
For a greater purpose.
for a greater purpose.
They're giving back.
Exactly. And then there's the 50-year Club.
The 50-year Club, all right.
They seem to have a more hands-on role.
Oh, really? How so?
It's an exclusive group limited to 59 members.
Okay.
They do more than just provide financial support.
Okay.
They actually provide players to the squad.
Wait, what? They provide players.
I know.
Cool.
That's amazing.
It's taking fan involvement to a whole new level.
Yeah, that's next level.
They have a direct impact on the team.
And the club benefits financially because any profits from the sale of players they provide are reinvested back into the club.
Oh, so it's a win-win.
Exactly. And finally, we have the FCZ Business Club.
Business club.
The newcomers to the scene.
The new kids on the block.
They focus on bringing the business community together to support the club.
All right, so they're all about financial stability.
They understand that financial stability is crucial for success in modern football.
Yeah, it's a business.
So it's like they're rallying the troops
Bringing everyone together.
under the FC Zurich banner.
Yeah, a united front.
And it's working.
It is, yeah.
These supporter groups, in their own ways, are contributing to FC Zurich's success.
On and off the pitch.
On and off the pitch.
That's awesome.
It's really inspiring to see how a football club can bring people together.
Yeah, it's more than just a game.
From different backgrounds, different professions, different walks of life.
The community.
It's a testament to the power of this sport.
Ah.
And FC Zurich seems to have a real knack for fostering that sense of community, of belonging.
Yeah, they're more than just a team.
They're a symbol of the city, a source of pride.
Yeah, they represent something bigger.
Okay, so we've talked about the fans, their passion, their involvement. But we can't forget about another crucial aspect of FC Zurich's success, their youth academy.
Oh, right, the academy.
They've consistently produced some top-level talent.
Yeah, they have a good track record.
Their academy, known as the FCZ Academy, is one of the best in Switzerland.
One of the best. Wow.
They have a clear pathway for young players to,
To develop their skills.
develop their skills and eventually reach the first team.
Yeah, that's the dream.
And they're not just churning out professional players, they're developing well-rounded individuals.
Right.
They have programs like Let's See Kids,
Let's See Kids. Cute.
which introduces children to football at a young age
Yeah, get them started early.
and instills in them a love for the game.
That's awesome.
So it's a holistic approach.
It's not just about winning.
It's about creating a positive environment where young athletes can thrive.
Yeah, on and off the pitch.
And the results speak for themselves.
They do.
Players like Blaram Jamaili,
Or Jamaili, yeah, he's a big name.
Ricardo Rodriguez, Josip Drmic,
Oh, yeah, I know those guys.
all came through their academy and went on to have successful careers.
Representing Switzerland.
You're representing Switzerland at the highest level.
That's impressive.
So they're committed to building for the future.
Investing in the next generation.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here. The team, the fans, the academy.
Yeah, we've gone deep.
But there's another chapter in the FC Zürich story
Oh.
that's worth exploring. Their involvement in women's football.
Right, women's football is growing rapidly.
They're deeply committed to promoting and developing women's football.
That's great to hear.
It's great to see,
Yeah, more and more clubs are recognizing the importance.
And FC Zürich is at the forefront of this movement.
They are, yeah.
Back in 2008, they fully integrated the Frauenfußball club Zürich Seebach,
Wow, so they absorbed another club.
which was already a successful women's team,
Okay.
and they became officially known as FC Zürich Frauen.
FC Zürich Frauen, all right?
That's a big step.
Yeah, it shows their commitment.
It shows their commitment to inclusivity, to providing opportunities for women.
To excel in football.
Exactly.
And it wasn't just a symbolic gesture.
Right.
They actually provided the resources and support
the women's team needed.
to compete at the highest level.
So how have they been doing?
Well, they've been fantastic.
Really?
They've won multiple championships, cup titles.
Okay.
They're consistently one of the top teams in the Swiss Women's League.
It's inspiring to see how they've translated their success in the men's game
Yeah, they've replicated it.
into a thriving women's program.
They're setting a great example.
And speaking of staying ahead of the curve,
Okay.
FC Zurich has also been really innovative when it comes to
Connecting with fans.
connecting with fans in the digital age.
Oh, right. The digital age?
They were one of the first clubs to launch their own online TV show
No way, really?
back in 2006.
Wow, that's early.
FCZ TV.
FCZ TV. Okay.
It was groundbreaking.
It was.
It gave fans exclusive access
Behind the scenes.
to the club, to the players, to the, behind-the-scenes action.
Yeah.
It was a smart move.
It was.
They realized early on the importance of building that online presence,
Yeah, they were ahead of the game.
and it's evolved over time.
It has, right?
Yeah.
How so?
They've shifted to a more
Dynamic
dynamic approach,
Right.
focusing on shorter, more frequent updates and news segments on their website.
But keeping it fresh.
I know, because they understand that in today's fast-paced world,
Yeah, people's attention spans are...
fans want their information quickly and easily.
Right, they want it now.
They're adapting to the
Valuable.
changing media landscape.
That's smart.
They're not afraid to experiment,
To try new things.
to find new ways to engage their fans.
And is it working?
It is.
Yeah.
They have a really strong online community.
Okay.
Their social media is super active.
So they're doing it right.
They're keeping their fans connected no
Wow.
matter where they are in the world.
Global reach.
So from their early beginnings to their modern day success,
Yeah.
from their commitment to youth development
Right.
to their support for women's football, from their innovative use of media to their
Yeah.
passionate fan base,
They've got it all.
FC Zurich is a club that's constantly evolving, adapting,
Pushing forward.
and striving for excellence.
They're not complacent.
They really embody the spirit of Swiss football. Hardworking, dedicated, and always punching above their weight.
Yeah, they're overachievers in the best way.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
But the beauty of a story like FC Zurich's
Yeah.
is that there's always more to discover.
Right. The story's still being written.
Their journey is far from over.
No, they're just getting started.
They're a club on the rise, and who knows what exciting chapters lie ahead.
The future is bright.
We'll be back after a short break to wrap up our deep dive into the captivating world of FC Zurich.
Can't wait.
We've spent this whole deep dive exploring FC Zurich, a club with such a rich history and a really bright future.
Yeah, they've come a long way.
But as we wrap things up, I want to talk about what we can all learn from their journey.
Okay, yeah. What are those, like, key takeaways?
Because for me, FC Zurich isn't just about football. It's a story about resilience, about community, and about staying true to your roots.
I agree with that.
Their story really challenges how we define success in football.
It does, yeah. How so?
They face so many setbacks.
Yeah, like what?
Relegations, financial troubles.
Right.
But they always found a way to bounce back.
That's the key, isn't it?
And they never gave up.
Nope.
They adapted.
They evolved.
They rebuilt.
And they came back stronger.
Those dramatic championship wins in 2006 and 2007.
Oh, yeah, those were incredible.
Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat.
Talk about clutch moments.
It shows that anything is possible.
It really does.
Even against all odds.
Especially in football.
Exactly. And it wasn't just luck.
Right.
They were tactically smart.
Yeah.
Disciplined. And they had this, like, fighting spirit.
You could see it.
That really resonated with their fans.
Oh, absolutely.
Those wins weren't just about lifting a trophy.
What were they about then?
They were about restoring pride, about proving that FC Zurich still belonged among the elite.
They had something to prove.
And then their surprise championship win in 2022.
Oh, yeah, after rebuilding again.
With a new coach, a younger squad.
They really pulled it off.
It just shows their ability to adapt.
To stay competitive.
In a world that's constantly changing.
Yeah, football never stands still.
FC Zurich's story tells us that success isn't always linear.
It's a journey.
It's not always about being dominant all the time.
Ups and downs.
It's about navigating those challenges.
Learning from mistakes.
Learning from your setbacks and coming out stronger.
On the other side.
And it's about having a really strong sense of identity.
Yeah, knowing who you are.
FC Zurich has always stayed true to their roots.
They have.
They reflect the values of their city, their community.
They're a part of the fabric of Zurich.
Their local rivalries, those intense matches against Grasshopper Club and FC Basel.
Oh, those are always electric.
It's not just about football. It's about local pride.
Bragging rights.
Belonging.
It runs deep.
It's all part of Zurich.
Yeah, it's woven into the city.
Football is so deeply connected with social dynamics.
It is.
It's a reflection of community.
Of identity.
Shared passions.
And rivalries.
That go way beyond the pitch.
Absolutely.
So what can we take away from all of this?
What have we learned?
FC Zurich's journey teaches us that resilience, adaptability, and a strong sense of identity are essential. Not just in football, but in life.
That's a good point.
It's okay to stumble, to face those setbacks.
Everyone does.
As long as you get back up and keep fighting for what you believe in.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And their story's not over yet.
It's just the beginning.
They have a rich history, but also a bright future.
They're always evolving, pushing boundaries.
Inspiring a new generation of fans.
It's exciting to watch.
So if you ever find yourself in Zurich,
yeah,
do yourself a favor.
What's that?
Catch an FC Zurich match.
You won't regret it.
You'll experience the passion, the energy of a club that truly represents the best of Swiss football.
They embody the spirit.
A huge thank you to all of you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of FC Zurich.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you've come away with a newfound appreciation for this remarkable club and their inspiring journey.
A true underdog story.
And remember, there's always more to explore.
More to learn.
More to discover.
Keep diving deep.
Keep asking questions.
And keep the passion for the beautiful game alive.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning.
And never be afraid to cheer for the underdogs.
See you next time.